Hello friends, today we are going to discuss digestive tract of dog. I am Dr. Sudarshani Dasanayaka, consultant veterinarian from Sri Lanka. Hope you will enjoy this session with main functions of the digestive tract are breakdown of ingested foods, then absorption of nutrients, after that removal of waste products, that is cellular slough orbs and undigested. Digestive tract can be divided into two components, that is true digestive organs and accessory digestive organs. For true digestive organs, mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach and intestine can be included. Accessory digestive organs helps digestion of food. They are teeth, tongue, salivary gland, liver, gallbladder and pancreas. Oral cavity composed of mouth, teeth and tongue. Oral cavity proper dorsally bound by hard and soft palate. Ventrally tongue and adjacent tissues. Anteriorly and laterally teeth by teeth and lips. Mouth visible in the lower and front of the face, referred to the entire area between upper and lower jaws, dorsally bounded by hard and soft palate, laterally and anteriorly by teeth and lips, ventrally bounded by the tongue. Functions of mouth: supports drinking and swallowing, helps in killing prey, supports vocalization, panting, additional way to enter air during exercise. Tooth has obviously two components, that is crown which is visible part and root which hidden in the gum. Outermost layer of the tooth we call it enamel. Just inside the enamel there is a dentine and most anteriorly there is a pulp. Pulp is the living tissue and it contains blood vessels and nerve endings. Periodontal ligament connects root of the tooth to the bony socket of jaw. There are four types of teeth in dogs, that is incisors, canine, premolars and molars. Functions: incisors, stripping meat, nibbling and grooming coat those are the functions for incisors. Canines, holding objects in the mouth and puncturing. Premolars functions as tearing and chewing. Molars, they do crushing and grinding prey. Carnassial tooth. Carnassial word came from French word carnassier, that means carnivore. This tooth present in carnivorous animals. That means dog is a carnivorous animal, that is dogs are exclusively eat meat. Carnassial tooth composed of two teeth. Upper carnassial tooth, that is maxillary fourth premolar, acts as a meat cutter. Then lower carnassial tooth made by mandibular first molar tooth. Together they act as pair of scissors. They cut meat from prey. These carnassial teeth referred as shearing teeth. Tooth eruption. Dogs have two types of teeth, that is deciduous during puppyhood and permanent, that is during adulthood. Deciduous incisors erupt during 4 to 6 weeks. Canine erupts during 5 to 6 weeks. Premolar during 6 weeks. But for pups they don't have molar teeth. Permanent teeth, after that these incisors canine and premolar withdrawn from that means removed from the animal and permanent teeth appears during 3 to 5 months age. That is, incisors erupt during 3 to 5 months, canine 4 to 6 months, premolar 4 to 5 months, molar lastly appear in the animal, that is 5 to 7 months. Deciduous teeth, pups, they have only 28. Permanent teeth, they have 42. Adult animals, they have 42 teeth. Salivary gland. Saliva is synthesized and secreted from salivary glands. The basic secretory unit is the sinus. Each sinus can be serous, which secretes watery fluid. Mucus may be mucus, which secretes mucus fluid, or may be mixed. That means they secrete serous and mucus fluid. Fluids released to the small collecting duct. Serous secreting cells stain in pink and mucus secreting cells stain in pale pink. Salivary collecting ducts. Within the duct, sodium reabsorbed actively. Potassium secretes to the duct. Bicarbonate ions secrete to the duct, and small collecting ducts open to large duct. Large duct open to single large duct, and then that single large duct empties into the oral cavity. Salivary secretion controlled by autonomic nervous system. Dog salivary gland. Parotid, which secretes serous fluid. Mandibular, it's a mixed gland, that is, it secretes serous and mucus fluid. Sublingual is a mucus secreting gland, and there are zygomatic. Functions of saliva: supports chewing and swallowing, and again it supports bolus formation during mastication. It moisturizes mouth. It has antibacterial effect, and it supplies calcium and phosphorus to the teeth. Dissolve food and makes easier to taste food. Wash away food debris and microorganisms from mouth. That means it cleanses mouth. It has analgesic effect. Tongue extends from posterior attachment basihyoid bone to its free end at front of the jaw, found in the floor of the mouth. It's a muscular structure, support in obtaining food, helps chewing, taste food, support swallow food. Functions of tongue: thermoregulation, used for self-grooming, lapping up water during drinking, influences vocalization. It's a greeting tool, and obtaining food during chewing and swallowing, it helps taste food. But dog has only 1700 taste buds compared to human. That means a human has 9000 taste buds, but dog has only 1700. Pharynx. Pharynx is a musculomembranous funnel-shaped passage that connects the oral cavity with the esophagus and the nasal cavity with the larynx. Pharynx functions: supports swallowing food and water, equalization of ear pressure, that means eustachian tube opens into the pharynx, passage of water and food into esophagus, common for respiratory and digestive tract, humidifies inhaled air. Pharynx can be divided by the soft palate into nasopharynx, oropharynx and larynx. Oropharynx is the caudal part of the oral cavity. Boundaries: dorsally, ventral aspect of the soft palate is a boundary, then ventrally by the root of the tongue, laterally by the tonsillar fossae. In the tonsillar fossae, it contains two palatine tonsils. In the base of the tongue, it contains lingual tonsils. Esophagus connects pharynx to stomach and the least complex part of the digestive. Esophagus conveys food boluses from the oropharynx to stomach. It has no digestive function and it has no absorptive function. Esophagus arises as an extension of the pharynx in the distal part of the oral cavity, extends down to the neck through the thoracic cavity, penetrates the diaphragm, then open into the stomach. Structures of the esophagus. Upper esophageal sphincter consists of cricopharyngeus and thyropharyngeus muscles and cricoid cartilage. Body of the esophagus. Then lower esophageal sphincter, that is, it composed of outer longitudinal muscle layer and inner smooth muscle layer. Both upper and lower esophageal sphincters remain closed at all times, except to allow passage of food boluses during deglutition. Furthermore, lower esophageal sphincter prevent reflux of stomach contents into the esophagus. This is a cross section of esophagus. Innermost layer is mucosa, outermost layer is tunica. Innermost, that is mucosa, tunica mucosa, composed of keratinized stratified squamous epithelial cells, because our pets, that is dogs, they eat very hard food. So as a preventive measure, this innermost layer composed of keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. Submucosa, that is tunica submucosa, composed of blood vessels, lymphatic, nervous and connective tissues, with esophageal mucus secreting glands that secretes mucus into the esophageal lumen. This mucus lubricate food which pass through the esophagus. Esophagus, again, outer layer is muscularis mucosa, that is tunica muscularis, formed by two layers of skeletal muscles. Completely, this is our pet, that is dog's esophagus, completely covered by skeletal muscles, together formed apolar screw-like fascicles that runs in opposite direction. Outermost layer is tunica adventitia. Deglutition, that is swallowing, passing food from the mouth, pharynx and esophagus to the stomach. It has three phases, that is oral phase, pharyngeal phase and esophageal. Oral phase starts in the mouth. Food mixed with saliva during mastication and food boluses formed, and those formed food bolus placed on the distal part of the tongue. Up to that point, it's a voluntary process. After that, completely it depends on completely involuntary process. Mouth closes and soft palate rises to close the passageway between nasal and oral cavities. Tongue rolls backward and propel food bolus into the oropharynx. Pharyngeal phase, respiration is inhibited for a moment. Larynx rises and closes the glottis. Pressure develops in mouth and oropharynx, pushes food bolus toward esophagus. At that moment, upper esophageal sphincter relaxes. Food passes into the esophagus. Then, after that, again upper esophageal sphincter closes and prevents food reflux. Esophageal phase is the final phase of swallowing. Larynx lowers and glottis open up. Normal breathing resumes. Then peristaltic waves and pressure exerts from food boluses leads progressive propulsion through esophagus. Then lower esophageal sphincter relaxes and food enters to stomach. As soon as food enters to stomach, again lower esophageal sphincter close and prevent reflux of stomach content into the esophagus. Thanks. We'll hope meet you again in our second part of this presentation later.